Back to our channel, guys. Welcome back. It's good to be back, right? Good to be back, man. What an eventful, productive, fabulous, sensation. Sensational. Yo, y'all know what I'm trying to say. What a sweet, sweet, sweet football week. Crazy football week. Nice. Sweet. Yes, yeah, man. It's been productive. It's been awesome. It's been awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Speaking about awesome, guys. You know what I mean? First and foremost, guys, you know we like to give thanks to the Most High. You know what I mean? The Creator, to the one and only. Because guess what? Him alone made this possible. Him alone made this possible. So we give thanks each and every time we come on this channel. You know what I mean? Because to where we're coming from, to where we are now, you know what I mean? Only the Almighty. You know what I mean? So we give him thanks for the health and strength and the guidance and the knowledge. You know what I mean? The courage to do this. Yes, I. So, right into the meat of the matter. Football. Football, football, football. You know what I mean? Speaking about football, did y'all see the Bournemouth game? The Bournemouth and Fulham game. You know what I mean? I was at work for pretty much almost all the games. And leaving work, come home, catching the game now, jump on the game, and when I look on the game, I see what? 75 minutes. 75 minutes on the game. And by the time I say, you know what, Fulham look like they're going to win, because Fulham is our away team. Fulham look like they're going to win. So I have the game on, you know what I mean? I didn't even put it on the TV, I had it on my phone. You know what I mean? Saying Fulham going to win. So jump in the shower. Come, get ready for this live that I need to do. You know what I mean? Come talk with you guys about what's going to happen tomorrow. And me going to the shower, come back out and check the phone. I kid you not, guys. Me just jump in the shower, come back out, check the phone. It's Bournemouth 2, Fulham 1. I'm like, what? Bournemouth 2, Fulham 1. In the space of me just jumping to catch a shower and come back out. While I'm there looking at it, you know what I mean, just watching the attacker play in the space of no time again. It's Bournemouth 3, Fulham 1. I'm like, oh my Lord. I mean, like, it's hard when they throw away a lead when the game is almost done. I mean, like, at 80 minutes, you're 1-0 up. And full time, you lost the game 3-1. Trust me, I know that's devastating. I know that's devastating. You know what I mean? And well done, well played to Bournemouth. You know what I mean? Simeon, that's a talented lad. You know what I mean? The boy's talented. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you, somebody's going to jump in and grab him. Somebody's going to jump in and grab him. You know what I mean? In human creation station said, come on, you gunners. Yeah, man, that's right. Come on, you gunners. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. David Danskin. Come on, you gunners. Guys. So, after such an eventful day today, you know what I mean? Because football is what it is, you know what I mean? And I can't believe that Fulham really lost that game. And after that game, I mean, like, we're looking at that game and we're realizing that football is a beautiful game, you know. You know what I mean? Football is a beautiful game. Beautiful game. You know what I mean? Look at the Champions League. Look at the Champions League. You know what I mean? Big up yourself, David. I see you. Scottish Gunner in you, man. Big up yourself. Shout out from the Scottish Gunner. Big up yourself. In human creation station. That's a lot of names. Yeah, that's a lot of names. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying that Arsenal played well in the Champions League. You know what I mean? Liverpool lost. You know what I mean? And how Barcelona lost. You know what I mean? Real Madrid slap somebody for 5. You know, first time comers in the Champions League. You know what I mean? Get baptized by the goats of the Champions League. You know, so you know what I mean with Mbappe, I think he scored some goals. I don't remember if it was 2, 3, or whatever it was. You know, so that's the thing about Mbappe. You know what I mean? He's always gonna be in contention for golden boot and all of that because guess what? When he plays against small team, he scores and he's gonna score. You understand me? So that's the situation with Mbappe and he's playing and all of that. You know, so what happens is this: if he goes on a goal drought for the next home team game, you know what I mean? It's like he scores so much goals against the small teams and like that it doesn't even count because he gonna be still Mbappe have 9 goals in 9 games when actually he only scores in 3 games. You know, so it is football. You know what I mean? But we are here to talk about the Premier League. Jonathan Williams said Columbus Crew. We are here to talk about the Premier League. The Premier League. That should be our main focus. Essentially, European silverware is good, but we need to focus on winning domestic silverware. Inhuman. Yeah, we do need to focus on winning domestic silverware, you know what I mean? But we're a big team. You know what I mean? And we have a proper squad right now. I don't think we should just put all our egg in one basket and just decide that, hey, guess what? The Champions Leagues are for big people, so leave the big people business alone. We're just gonna focus on the little league right here because we haven't won it in a second and stuff like that. No, it's not like that. Come on. You know what I mean? We have a versatile team, we have a huge team. Our team is so big right now in human that don't you see that a lot of players are getting left at home? Not even on the bench, at home. You know what I'm saying? And we still have at least 4 players injured. You know, so I don't think that we should just solely focus on the Premier League. We have won the Premier League. We have never won the Champions League. We have never won the Champions League. So trust me, Arsenal focus is going to be on the Champions League because it's a competition that we enter almost every year, and we've never won it. Do you know that we're the biggest team to ever play in the Champions League that has never won the Champions League? That's not a record that I like. You know what I mean? That's not a record that I like. So yeah. Chris O'Connor, what's going on, my brother? What's going on? What's going on? Chris O'Connor said, hello, my friend. Gunners winning the season. I wish you all the best, Liverpool fan. Yes, Chris O'Connor, big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. Always representing. You know what I mean? Always representing. Gunners winning the league. Chris O'Connor been telling me that for a while now, and he's a Liverpool fan. You know, but you know what I mean? Football is football. As I tell you guys on this channel, football is football, and football speak one language. Oh yeah, that's football language. You know what I mean? Football is fun. And that's what this channel bring. This channel bring the fun side of football, where everybody can come and sit down and talk about their team. Doesn't matter who, where, what. Don't matter what team you support. Doesn't matter where you are from. This channel allows you to be you. You know what I mean? So that's what we're about over here. You know what I mean? That's why we're such a unique family over here. You know what I mean? We're a unique bunch over here. See Chris O'Connor come in and he big up the channel. You know what I mean? Liverpool fan dieted. You know, so that's the that's what we are over here, man. That's what we're about. Guys, push up that like for me, guys. Push up that like so we can get lots more people joining. Push up that like for me. If Arteta don't win the league, RCL, Arteta out. Zidane in. Offer Zidane and he can't offer that he can't refuse, and if he BBC. All right, that person is a Jamaican. Gavi, you is a Jamaican. You is a Jamaican, Gavi. Glasner, me say. Yeah, man. Gavi, yeah, man. That BBC there, well, everybody don't understand that. Yeah. Andy Kane said, hello, bro. What's up, Andy? Andy Kane said, hello, bro. Big up yourself, Andy. David said, goons. Arngo from Dortmund. Big up, Dortmund. Big up, Dortmund. Jonathan said, hi, Arsenal lover forever and ever. Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. Gunners We got some things to share about this season, Guys, we got some things to share about this season. You know what I mean? You know how much time I come on here. And they soon come in the chat. Y'all gonna see soon. You know what I mean? Person gonna come in and they soon type in. Yo, y'all ain't win nothing. Y'all ain't never win the Champions League. Hey, tell me something that I don't know. You know what I mean? I know that. Yeah. Jonathan said hi, as I said before. Jonathan, delete his message. Kane said all good. Up top. Big up yourself. G, big up yourself up top. Up top. Boss. Up top in the building. Yeah, man. Pepsi boy said, I'm a gunner too. You watching the game tomorrow? Yes, I definitely. I'm gonna be at work, but I I have a station that I set up at work, right? Where I put my phone like a flat screen TV, bro. You know what I mean? And my eyes will be glued. You know, I hope I don't burn up in the pots tomorrow. Yeah, man. We will be winning stuff this season for sure. For sure, up top. For sure, for sure, for sure. I obviously watch Liverpool and I can see what they are doing right now. Arsenal have the squad, the talent, the bench. I'm a little jealous. Best of luck, bros. Hey, Chris O'Connor, we were a little bit jealous of y'all last season. You know what I mean? I mean, like last season, y'all didn't spend $1, bro. Not even $1. And y'all win the league. You know what I'm saying? Not even $1. And y'all win the league convincingly. It ain't like y'all fumble with the win, bro. Y'all won. You know what I mean? And we sit and we're like, yo. You know what I mean? That's the reason why so much Arteta out comes in. You know what I mean? That's the reason why there's so much Arteta out. You know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? Y'all was fantastic last season, bro. You know what I mean? That's the reason why we had to do the business that we did this season. So, you know, thank you, man. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. Real football fan. Yeah, man, Chris, real football fan. Liverpool is a win, Galatasaray. Liverpool is a win. Okay. Option on Yakarez. Pepsi boy. All right, Pepsi boy, watch that style. So Yakarez, I'm not going to bash him like how I used to because the last two games, what he did is what I want to see from him with goals. You know what I'm saying? He's more in the game. You know what I mean? He's a part of the team now. He ain't like, I don't feel like we're playing with just 10 man anymore. You know what I mean? While that's what I felt like we were doing before. You understand what I'm saying? So I think he's now becoming a part of the game. He's now looking like a part of the squad. You know? And now I can say I'm expecting good things to come. I am now expecting good things to come from Yakarez. Yeah. So let's see. Let's see. You know what I mean? We bought him to help us push for the title. You know what I mean? We bought him so that we can go that direction. So, yeah, man. That's my opinion on him. He's getting stronger. He's getting better. You know what I mean? Arteta deserves so much respect, bro. Because Arteta built a strong team in the world. Yeah, Arteta really deserves respect, bro. I mean, like a lot of people forget where they're coming from. You know what I mean? I understand the fact that we haven't been winning any trophy for a while. You know, and Arteta have only really won a FA Cup. You know what I mean? But a lot of people forget that when he came in, he's never coached before. You know what I mean? He's a young coach, Cummings, that never coached before. So a lot of persons tend to forget all of that. And he came in, he stabilized the side. You know what I mean? It took him 5 seasons to really get the team that he wanted. You know what I mean? Remember, he's young. He got to prove himself. Ain't nobody going to come just play for a coach who they don't know. You know? So over the seasons, he has proven himself, and persons tend to start gravitate towards wanting to play for him now. You know? So, you know, my hats off to him, man. I think he's done well. You know what I mean? I think he's done well. Arsenal are no longer top tier. For real? Okay. Bro, you have to understand that some strikers need time. Hey, we didn't buy Yakares for time. So you got to understand why he's getting all that he's getting. We didn't buy him for time. We don't have time. So we really didn't buy him for time. We buy a ready-made striker. You know what I mean? That's why everybody was saying, no, we don't want, what's his name that went to Man United? Because he's going to need time. That's the reason why we didn't get him. You know what I mean? That's the reason why we didn't get him. So we bought Yakares because we wanted a proven, ready-made striker for now. You know, so it started out slow and we wasn't really expecting that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we wasn't expecting that. Pepsi boy say, yeah, you know what I mean. When it was Liverpool in the 90s, you were probably too young. The only team that stood up to them were Arsenal, and dare I say, on your live stream, Chelsea. Yeah, humble. Yeah, but what about Man U though? Man U was a giant in those times, of course. Well, in the 90s, I'm not too sure still, to be honest. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because but in the late 90s, Man U did step up and become a giant. You know what I mean? So yeah, I understand what you're saying, O'Connor. Arsenal will never be the same as '08. No, we're gonna be better, bro. Don't worry. But remember, it's coming from a different league. Um, Gravy James, who we talking about? I'm sorry, I think I lost my chain of thought with what you were saying. Look at Arsenal squad depth. Arsenal definitely need to win major trophies this season. No excuse. Champions League or Premier League. Yeah, trust me. Everybody's with you. Arsenal lover. Everybody's with you. Everybody's with you. Trust me. Everybody's with you. Arsenal don't need to win silverware this season. They have invested and they will invest heavily. They have been investing over the past 5 seasons. You know what I mean? Arteta now have experience. You know what I mean? And he has the players. Don't forget the players. You know what I mean? Right now, people are not afraid of. And it's so funny because look at this. Persons are not afraid of Arsenal starting 11. Person that's scared of Arsenal bench. Arsenal bench is devastating. Can you imagine that? Bro, last season we go through a whole campaign with, I think, starting level, probably 2 extra players and some kids. You know what I'm saying? Look at us now. Look at us now. Look at us now. It's crazy, right? Both injury, lucky season matters. Yeah. Islander. Huh. Yeah, man. So it's a scenario. It's a situation. Um, D card. What we talking about? What we talk? Which team do you support? The card. Whatever the pronunciation is, my bro. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name incorrect. Okay. Which team do you support? Let me know. Put it in the chat. Okay. Windering. Okay, Windering. I hear you. Alan, hello, I'm from Brazil. Greetings. Big up Brazil. Big up Brazil in the building. You know, half of Jamaica where I'm from. Half of Jamaica where I'm from. Second national team is Brazil. Yeah. Yeah, we love Brazilian football. Brazil coach, Professor Rene Simons, was the first and only coach that has taken the Jamaica national team to the World Cup. You know what I mean? So we have a soft spot in our heart for Brazil. You know? Yeah. Yeah, man. So yeah, guys, but there's no excuse. We're not trying to find any excuse. We're not even trying to make it seems like we're trying to find an excuse that Arteta need to win a major trophy this season. You know what I mean? I don't see a better all-rounder team in the Premier League right now. Trust me. I mean, like from goalkeeper straight up to striker, because the striking position is going to get even more complicated when Avers comes back. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be fun. Bro, what is your prediction? Arsenal versus Atletico Madrid, bro. That's crazy. That's gonna be a crazy game. I mean, I think that's a game that I'm really looking forward to most and foremost out of the Champions League. I'm looking forward to that game, my brother. You know what I mean? And I think we have a strong defense, really strong defense. You know what I mean? So I don't even know. I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. You know what I mean? I'd probably say there's gonna be goals. You know what I mean? I think our defense is strong enough to probably only let in one goal. So I think the score going to be probably 2-1 or 3-1 to Arsenal. And the only reason, and one of the reasons is because Arsenal is playing at home. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal is playing at home. So they might use the home advantage and win that game. If that game was playing back in Atletico Madrid, I'd probably go for a draw. Honestly speaking. Yeah, I'll probably go for a draw. But being at Arsenal is playing at home, you know what I mean? Hopefully the G14 finds some goal scoring form. And, hopefully we can put that goal drought to bed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Arsenal as a team are a cultural icon or forever would be. Yeah. Pepsi Boy said, do you think Trossard, Martinelli, or Eze should start on the left? I think Martinelli should start on the left. I think Eze should start in the middle. I think, because my starting lineup going to be a bit different, You know what I mean? My starting lineup going to be a bit different. Guys, we have 22 people over here. Can you all tap that like button for me? You know what I mean? Guys, please remember to subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? Be a part of our community over here. Alright guys, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification so you can know when we are here live. Alright my people? Yeah man, like and subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? Thank you for being a part of Riley's World. Thank you for being a part of us. Yeah, where was I? Do you think? Right. I think Trossard started the last two games, so I think Martinelli is going to start this one, to be honest with you. Yeah, and I think Eze going to play in the middle. Where they're going to be, I think that Arsenal at times need to remember that they can change formation, which I see they did in the last, it was what? The last 20 minutes of the game in the Champions League, where they took off Zubimendi and they played one holding midfield. And that's what I want to see tomorrow. I want to see one holding midfield, and I want to see Eze and Odegaard together. They complement each other. I want to see them together. Eze will put those balls over the top on you all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. Right? And Martin Odegaard will give you those slick through pass, gap passes all day, every day, and 3 times on Sunday. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's what I want to see. I want to see Rice in the 6. Speaking about that, I was always one that was advocating for Rice to play that hate role. Always, you know what I mean? But I guess it was because we didn't have anybody better, and Rice played it well. But let me tell you something. I think we are robbing the game of truly something special. We are robbing the game of something special by moving Rice from that 6 to that 8. I think Rice in that 6 is special. Trust me. Rice in that number 6 is special. Special. You understand what I'm saying? It is like he controls the game perfect from that 6. You know what I mean? And I honestly don't think we should move him. I think that's his position. I think that's where he plays his best football. I know he likes to be up in the top, running up and down and all of that. But when he's in that 6, he controls that game well. Let me get back to some of y'all comment. Y'all comment been moving. Okay. Are Man United the categories of the Prem? I'm sorry, that gone. But personally, I'm scared from Inter Milan because they have also. I'm not scared of Inter Milan, bro. No, never. Inter Milan is our old team, bro. I'm not scared of Inter Milan. No. If I'm going to pick a team to be scared of, it's going to be Atletico Madrid. Did y'all see what Atletico Madrid did to Real Madrid? They're not playing around. They're not playing around. Effie Guller say, yo, cuz, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Effie? Wagwan. What's up, my bro? Everything good? Uh, where you from? I think you're from England, in London. I'm from Jamaica, man. I'm a Jamaican. Mate, Liverpool will kick butt. Okay, bro. Okay. Pepsi boy said, please sub. Yeah, man. Y'all sub. Y'all push up that subscription. Push up that subscription. Yamal said, hello. Hello, Yamal. Aren't you supposed to be in school? I'm just playing. Yeah, post up that like and subscription. I'm cool, bro. I hope so. You too good. I'm good, man. I'm blessed. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I'm right here, man. Hey, what can I ask? I'm right here enjoying this live stream with y'all. You know what I mean? It's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. Icebreaker. Not this channel, alright? Thank you. Not this channel. Pepsi say I have 2 subs, alright, man. Kane White say you like a football player. Yeah, I used to be one when I was in school. Not professional though, just for fun. I used to be very good too. I used to be very good. I think Arsenal are capable of winning 8 league phase matches. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah, I think guys, let's go into tomorrow's game, right? Let's guys, while you guys are here, each and you, anyone that supports a Premier League team, right? Let me know the team that you support, and let me know what your score prediction gonna be. All right, let me know the team that you support, and let me know if your team is gonna win. Let me know what the score prediction gonna be. Right. In the meantime, I'm gonna tell you guys my lineup for tomorrow. All right, I'm from Turkey, bro. Where are you from? Where are you? I'm from Jamaica. Yeah, so tomorrow my starting level gonna be Raya. So we're gonna do Raya in goal. You know what I mean? Hey, Raya is a fantastic goalkeeper. You know what I mean? Where would y'all rank Raya as goalkeeper? I think he's one of the best goalkeepers in the world. You know what I mean? He has 2 back-to-back golden gloves, right? So, I think he's really one of the best goalkeeper in the world. Yeah. I mean, like, yeah. I'm not overlooking anybody or undermining anyone. You know what I mean? But if we're gonna be factual, you know what I mean, we can be. You know what I mean? Raya's been phenomenal. You know what I mean? I mean, like, it helps that you have defenders like Saliba and Gabriel in front of you. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, when they do get past Gabriel and Saliba, they have to deal with Raya. You know what I'm saying? And his saves, his distribution, is you know what I mean, is been fantastic. You know what I mean? Raya's been a fantastic goalkeeper. Arsenal win 3-0, and Yaka is definitely scoring against West Ham. All right. Arsenal lover said Arsenal winning 3, and Yaka is scoring. James said Arsenal winning 3 tomorrow. All right. So we have some 3-0 predictions. So nobody thinks that they're going to score against Arsenal tomorrow. That's good. That's good. Why are you selling Kivio? Hey, football is football, man. We sell to upgrade, so he's a good defender. We needed to sell. We needed to sell, so we sell and we upgrade. And cap here. You see the upgrade and cap here. So we sell so we can upgrade, so we can win the league. That's what it's all about this season for us. That's what it's all about this season for us. Bekteske have a match with Galatasaray. What you think? Who will win? I think Galatasaray team is very strong. I think probably they will win. I think probably they will. Jose Mourinho left here with a strong team. Left Galatasaray with a strong team. Yeah, he did left them out with a strong team. So yeah, I think Galatasaray will win. Yeah. Republic of Fenerbahce. Calm Mind is in the building. Calm Mind, what's up, man? Why are we talking about that? We talk about every football, man. Everybody has a voice over here, Calm Mind. Everybody has a voice over here. We are football persons. Football is an international language. When you say football, everybody understands, even if we don't speak the same language. So we're talking about everything over here. Holla Madrid. Madrid in the building. I know you're just kidding, Carmine. You're here every day with me when we're talking about everything. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. We know we talk about everything. We spread the love. That's one of the reasons why so much persons like this channel, because we spread the love. It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter where you're from. Once you want to talk football, once you know football, and this is it, guys. If I don't know, y'all can always educate me. So I'm saying I'm willing to learn as well. So don't be scared. I'm not gonna know everything all the time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right, man. Thank you for passing through, man. Make sure you like and subscribe before you go. All right. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much. Yeah, guys. So let me tell you my starting lineup as I started. So tomorrow's game, I think we're gonna be 3-1. Sorry, 3-0, 4-0 winners tomorrow. I'm looking for a good game tomorrow. And if the starting line is anything like what I expected, I think it's gonna be fantastic. I really do think it's gonna be fantastic. I'm looking my starting lineup. This is it. So we're talking about Raya in goal, right? So yeah, Raya is always going to be in goal for me. English League, Champions League, FA Cup, Raya. Yeah. So we're talking about Raya in goal, right? And we're talking about Timber. I think it's going to be very interesting when Ben White gets fully fit, because then choosing that right back is going to be basically based on what we're trying to do, because Ben White is a better attacker, but Timber is a solid defense, man. Solid defense. So I'm going with my solid defense, man. I'm going with Timber. Gabriel, I don't know, we're not sure what's going on with Gabriel, but if Gabriel is fit, we're going with Gabriel and Saliba, right? Um, I do think that I would start Miles Lewis Kelly again tomorrow, just because he hasn't gotten a lot of game time and he played well. He played well, and I think that um, he needs that game time, and I think that he'll do perfect for us tomorrow. You know what I mean? So I'll start mine as lowest. Because if cauliflower starts, it's the same for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, bro. Good night. Thank you. TC, good. Bless you and keep love Arsenal forever and ever. Hey, thank you, Arsenal lover. Respect, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Guys, please make sure y'all like and subscribe before y'all leave. All right? Hit that notification, guys, so y'all can know when we're here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so Calm mindset, Nunes set this team up to be very programmatic and defensive. Yeah, we know that, and that's the reason why I'm going with this attack. You know what I mean? We probably can go with Califlori because he's a better attacker, right? But also my midfield, I'm only gonna have one DM. I'm only gonna have Rice sitting in that midfield. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna have Odegaard, and I'm gonna have Eze in that 8 and 10. It don't matter which one play which one to me. They can interchange for all I care. Saka on the right, Martinelli on the left, and Yakares striking. You know what I'm saying? That's my starting 11 for tomorrow. And I promise you guys, if Arteta start that, it's gonna be fire. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be fire. Fire, fire, fire. You get me? So yeah. It's nice, and I mean I'm predicting, as I said, a 3-0 or a 4-0 scoreline. You know what I mean? We are the best, Galatasaray. Big up Galatasaray in the building. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm expecting for tomorrow. You know what I mean? The other games in the chat. There's an interesting game tomorrow. Right? Let me know who you guys think gonna win. Very, very interesting game tomorrow. We have Liverpool and Chelsea. Two unpredictable teams right now. Right now, we don't know what Liverpool given. And we definitely don't know which Chelsea gonna turn up at which time. You know what I mean? So Chelsea is hot and cold, up and down. You know what I mean? And all of that. So we don't know which Chelsea we're gonna get, at what given time we're gonna get what Chelsea. You know? So it's gonna be fun to watch that game tomorrow. You know what I mean? I can't do a watch along for none of the games tomorrow because I'll be at work. You know? Ari Taylor Foster said hello. Do you watch American football? Calm Mind said Liverpool to sneak a win, I think. You think so? Let me see. They definitely have the team to do it. You know what I mean? They definitely have the team to do it. Chelsea have the team as well. Chelsea have about 17,000 players, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on. Liverpool experienced hell on Tuesday night. Yeah, they lost. Don't worry, Arsenal will be in top 4. James, really? We ain't worried that we've been past top 4, bro. We're challenging for leagues now, league titles. You know what I mean? Where your team gonna be, James? Let me know where your team gonna be. As a Liverpool Football Club fan, I was looking at next 5 fixtures for us and yourself. You lot look really good at the moment. Think you could go a few clear by the end of it. That's for sure. I'm not so sure if the fixtures are much different, you know. Because I was looking at the fixtures as well. I can't take it off the top of my head right now. But I was looking at the fixtures as well. Y'all are Manchester United and I think Manchester City. I think those are the standout. You know what I mean? We have mid-table team, but remember, we do play Manchester United and Manchester City already. You know what I mean? So, y'all fixture now, these 5 fixtures that gone, that was your soup fixtures. You know what I mean? The toughest team y'all had was us. You know what I'm saying? And y'all beat us. You know what I mean? Superb free kick, by the way. Superb free kick. But the toughest team y'all had was us. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all should have been that 5 points clear. You know what I mean? Easily. And not really have to worry too much about, you know what I mean? What's to come. If you look at Arsenal fixture, Arsenal have Crystal Palace. That's a team that beat Liverpool. You know what I mean? They ain't no joke. You know what I mean? Crystal Palace is a giant killer. I'm not saying they're going to beat us. But I'm just saying that the fixture is not as black and white as people make it look like. Yeah, Arsenal gonna win all these. No. You know what I mean? We have some teams that are hungry and some teams that are fighting. We have Fulham in that midst. Fulham is a fighting team, even though they lost embarrassingly today. You know what I mean? They lost embarrassingly today, but it's, you know what I mean? VO45 said, I support Arsenal in Premier League. Yeah, man, big up yourself, VO45. Send Jigs, I think Arsenal champions. Hi, bro. Hey, what's up? Send Jigs. Saka is a very special player. Only the Gers. Yeah, no worries, man. We're fun over here. We don't mind. We can't take it. It's all good. Yeah, so, that's my thought. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, guys. So, yeah, we were talking about the fixtures, the 5 fixtures, and all of that. So, I do think that it's a relief to see that we have a easier fixture on paper, because that's what it is on paper. Because these teams are playing. These teams are not joking. They are playing. You know what I mean? Green Brown said Arsenal may win the Premier League this year, but Champions League impossible. Come on, man. Okay, so you jeered us. When were we on? We were on 2 days ago. You come and you jeered us crazily. So we ain't gonna win the Premier League. So now you relax that a little bit. Say, okay, we might win the Premier League, but impossible for the Champions League. All right, guess what? I'm gonna be here again Sunday. So let's see if you come back Green Brown Sunday and say, hey, you know what? Arsenal might win the Premier League and the Champions League. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. It's getting better. It's getting better from you. It's getting better. You know what I mean? You said that we weren't good, we weren't this. Now you change your stance a little bit. So let's see. Sunday you might change your stance fully again. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with what you said. That's a bit worried because we're not in good form. Yeah. To beat Liverpool, aggressive pressure on their midfield pays off. That's facts. Not just their midfield, their defense as well. If you keep up that aggression on Liverpool, you will beat them. And that's what I realized with them. They bend under pressure. You know what I mean? They can't manage that intensity. That same intensity that they try to give, they can't manage it back in return. Yeah, they can't manage it back in return. So it's something, right? Yeah, it's very different. Bro, who's your favorite player in our current squad? I do not have a favorite player really, but if I'm going to choose, it's always going to be Saka. But I do not have a favorite player because at the end of the day, having a favorite player means that if they leave, you're probably going to leave with them. No, I'm an Arsenal fan. So players come and go, and that is going to be fine. That is going to be fine. 300 sub said, hello, bro. What's up, 300 sub? Hamid, what's up, Hamid? Hamid, say hi. MUHD. You think who look alike? Okay. You like to host Arsenal. Mine is Trossard. But then Arsenal came first. Yeah. Well, Arsenal is a team, you know what I mean? So you must be happy with the start you have made. Where do stands with Arteta? It seems the fan base is a bit split. The fan base is always split with Arteta, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? It's always a split decision. Because if Arteta started doing good, the ones that say Arteta out, they're not going to change their mind, but they're just going to be silent. You know what I mean? And the ones that really want him to continue are going to start making all the noise. So it's going to seem like the fan base is split and they're switching, but they're not. It's just that pertaining to what's going on, if Arteta is doing crap, then the ones that want him to stay are going to be silent, and the ones that want him out are going to be making all the noise. So it seems like he's going back and forth, but he's not. Everybody's standing their ground. And I mean, everybody will probably be in one accord by the end of the season. You know what I mean? So if he wins, okay, everybody might say, okay, Arteta need to stay. If he doesn't, then, you know what I'm saying, right? Sunderland, Isidore will score. Sunderland, we're like, hey, if Sunderland is playing good, they might just win. You know what I mean? They might just win. I promise you, they might just win. Um, yeah, yeah. So it's gonna be a cracking weekend. It's gonna be a cracking weekend. As I said, I still have mixed feelings about the Liverpool and the Chelsea game. You know what I mean? I would like Chelsea to win or even draw, because if Chelsea draw with them, that means they are they're 2 points ahead of us. If they draw and we win, we're gonna be level on points, and I think our goal difference is superior to theirs. So that should bring us top of the Premier League. And trust me, the last international break we lost, bro. We lost a lot. That was the most uneasy 2 weeks I've spent in a long time. Because I have to wait a whole 2 weeks for Arsenal to come back to play football to fix what they did to me. You know what I'm saying? A whole 2 weeks. We lost against Liverpool in that final game before the international break, and trust me, guys, that didn't sit well with me at all. That didn't sit well with me at all. I didn't like it. I didn't like it one bit. I didn't like it so much that I avoid football totally for the whole 2 weeks. I didn't watch international football. You know, so I didn't even get to see Marino score his hat-trick. I didn't get to see them. I was torn up. I was hurt. I'm not lying. And I was mad at Arteta for the team that he put out. City will beat Brentford, Chelsea draw Liverpool, Brighton beat Wolf. City might beat Brentford, yeah. Chelsea and Liverpool draw. That's a good gig. Brighton, yeah, I like that prediction. I do like that prediction. Dan Haynes said, just subscribe. You seem a level-headed Arsenal fan, which is hard to find with a lot of fans on YouTube. Hey, thank you for the subscription, man. Thank you for the subscription. I'm a football fan. I'm a diehard Arsenal fan, but I'm also a football fan. So we're going to talk football how we see it. You know what I mean? I don't have no time to be biased or disrespectful or, you know what I mean, them kind of thing. No. We're here to talk football, you know what I mean, among persons. Football is what brings us here together right now. You get me? Football is what have us here together right now. So that's what's going to keep us together. You know what I mean? I don't have to agree with you. You know what I mean? We can agree to disagree. That's what football is about. When Arsenal and Chelsea or Arsenal and Liverpool or whoever they play go up against the team, they don't say, oh, we're friends, so we're just going to sit here and just make the time run out and it's going to be a 0-0 draw and we walk away with the points. No, they go out there and they fight. They fight. And when they finish, they hug and they laugh. That's football. That's what we're doing over here. You know what I mean? We're debating, we're communicating, we're disagreeing, we're agreeing. And when we finish, we're going to say, okay, yeah, you was right. That's factual. Because we're talking football. You know? We are getting 3 points tomorrow. Tyler said, I'm 100% certain Arsenal will beat West Ham. And I don't support Arsenal. Yeah. The Gibson family sends a lot of love with a whole heap of E. Big up yourself, Gibson family. Big up yourself. Thank you for the support. English football so hard. Yes, it is. That's why we love it. That's why we love it. You know what I mean? Can you imagine? The English champions got embarrassed by a mid-table team, Crystal Palace. That's the English league for you. And when I say embarrassed, I'm not exaggerating. That was a one-sided affair. If Crystal Palace was lethal, we would be talking right now about 7 goals. It would be it would be a massacre. It would have been an embarrassment if we were really talking about Crystal Palace with a lethal finisher or a couple lethal finisher, bro. It would have been crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. You know what I mean? The Gibson family say, I love Real Madrid. Hala Madrid, big up yourself. Big up yourself. You get over those 2 Declan Rice free kick yet? Ezian's score sheet said J. All right, Jay. I think so. I think it's time. I think Eze gonna make his mark tomorrow. I think Eze gonna introduce himself tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, man. I do think so. He might get a brace as well. You know what I mean? But I think he's gonna be on fire tomorrow. I think he's gonna be on fire tomorrow. We were awful against Palace, but Palace are a really well organized team and a good team. They are. I'm telling you right now, I'm worried about Palace. I'm really worried about Palace. Crystal Palace is problems. Crystal Palace is problems, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Even without Eze, they're problems. Can you imagine that? That's crazy. That's crazy. Without Eze, there are problems, and they sold a lot of good players. And still playing like how they play. You know what I mean? Still playing like how they play. Uh, I love Remajid also says Sengiz. Yeah, man, that's fine, man. Whatever team you love, that's your team. That's your team. That's why, you know what I mean? That's your team, man. There's a Chelsea fan in the building. Y'all gonna do the job tomorrow, Chelsea? You know what I mean? I don't know. Dan, you think you're gonna win tomorrow, Dan? I don't remember if you had put your score prediction in, Dan. Do you think you're gonna win tomorrow? Mark said West Ham gonna do the job tomorrow. Mark, come on, man. I know, two free kick versus Real Madrid. Yeah. You know, I keep on hoping to see Declan Rice get back a free kick somewhere similar and see if he can repeat that. I am really dying for him to take a free kick again because he hasn't took a free kick since then, like a direct free kick. He hasn't taken a direct free kick since then. You know what I mean? Because nobody fooled us in the era, in those kind of eras no more, for a direct free kick. I mean, like, it's crazy. We hardly score a free kick at all. I think the last time before that was Martin Odegaard, I think, what, 3 years ago? Or something like that? You know what I mean? And in one game, two were the best free kick you're going to see. You know what I mean? So, oh, Dan said 2-2. Okay. Dan said 2-2. That is playing it safe. Who is at home? Let's see who's at home. Ain't Liverpool at home? Let me see who's at home for that game. Chelsea's at home. Chelsea's at home, so Liverpool will do well to get a draw for real. Man City will be dangerous after international break with Karki, Mamuse. So, okay. Okay. That's fair. Okay, Jay, that's fair. That's fair. Do you think Gabriel plays? I hope so. No, I don't think it's anything serious that he came off for. You know what I mean? Edge said walk in the park for Arsenal. I hope so. I really do hope so. David said, do you like Sheffield Wednesday? I'm not sure if I like them. You know what I mean? But they're okay. I know Alan better than Mbappe. Okay. What is your name, sir? Definitely not Assassin. Definitely not Assassin. The name is Riley, Assassin. Riley. This is Riley's world. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm going to the game. Which game you going tomorrow? Ethan? Which game you watching tomorrow? Bro, do you know Andre Russell? Yes or no? No, I do not know Andre Russell. Personally, no, I do not. I know Andre Russell, but I don't know Andre Russell personally. Oh, you're going to the West Ham game tomorrow. All right, cool. Shoot me some updates in my chat. All right? Yeah, man. Gonna be fantastic. The atmosphere gonna be crazy. You know what I mean? What you think of Amaran, bro? Coach of Manchester. Ah, I wasn't gonna tell nobody that you're a Manchester United fan, you know. But being that you tell everybody, it's okay. I remember you're good from the last time, right? But I wasn't gonna tell nobody you're Manchester United fan. But being that you tell everybody, it's okay. Bro, I think Amaran is wasting your time, bro. And I mean, when you have a coach that won't adapt and won't change, he's wasting your time, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's my assessment. Yeah, I think he's wasting your time, and this is leading me to think that he's not a good coach, because something worked for you somewhere else, and now you're here, it's not working. You don't know how to change. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to change. So I don't know. Nice cooling. What's your prediction for a Liverpool Chelsea match? To be honest with you, as an Arsenal fan, I don't tell anybody that I say this, but I want Chelsea to win. But y'all don't tell nobody I say that. Just because Liverpool is really the title rivals this season, and we need them to drop points. You know what I mean? I'll take a draw as well. So, you know what I mean? I'll take a draw as well. Arteta is badass. I spell your name right. So you have an Arsenal jersey on and it's daytime. Where are you from? This is not thick. Is it? Arsenal jersey is not thick. It's daytime. Arsenal jersey is not thick, man. Um, Arsenal or Chelsea? Huh? Somebody just told in the chat I have on an Arsenal jersey. You go Arsenal or Chelsea? Yes, I did see your Galatasaray destroyed Liverpool. I did. I get bits and pieces of it. I didn't watch the full game. I watched the first half. Yeah, but I did see. You know, Amaran is stubborn, and I think he is out of his depth. Hey, sorry, I don't know how true it is though. But what's the coach for Crystal Palace name? I can't. I forget his name right now. But he rejected a team couple contracts. Extension from Crystal Palace, and word on the street is that he is waiting on that Manchester United job. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Word on the street that a Crystal Palace manager is waiting on that Manchester United job. I think Amran is a waste of time, bro. I ain't gonna lie, because all these players Amran sent out on loan, you know what I mean, are already sold. They are performing, bro. Look at Rashford, bro. Rashford is in the starting 11 of Barcelona. Garnacho is in the starting 11 of Chelsea, and Chelsea have 17,000 players. Chelsea have 17,000 players, and Garnacho managed to get in the starting 11 of Chelsea. And all the other players that they have around and all of that, bro. I don't know what's going on with him, man. I don't know what's going on with him. Yeah. Glasner, that's his name. Glasner. Yeah, I think he's waiting on Glasner. Manchester United is waiting. He's waiting on Manchester United. You know what I mean? What's your prediction for Galatasaray and Mexico? Galatasaray going to win. Arthur said hi. Said it's isn't me. Yeah, so guys, please guys, push up those likes for me. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, guys. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Over here on Riley World, we are a football channel, an Arsenal football channel, as you can see, but we don't separate and we don't segregate. We accept everybody that loves football. Once you love the beautiful game of football, this is a place for you. You know what I mean? This is definitely the place for you. You know what I mean? We talk everything football over here. You know what I mean? We don't discriminate. It doesn't matter who you support. It doesn't matter where you're from. You know what I mean? You can be a part of the family right here on Riley's World. You know what I'm saying? Right here on Riley's World, you can be a part of who we are and what we're about. We are a family channel. That's what we support. So it doesn't matter where you're from or who you support. Chelsea, Man U, Tottenham. I haven't seen none of my Tottenham fans. I haven't seen none of my Tottenham friends yet. You know what I mean? I ain't seen none of my Tottenham friends in the chat yet. My Tottenham friends, where you guys at? You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter who you support or where you're from, guys. This channel is for you. You know what I mean? You voice your opinion over here. That's what we're about. We give voice to the voiceless. Persons who normally would never be heard or support. Come over here and let us do this. You know what I mean? Yeah. Jay said, Leeds draw Spurs. Palace beat Everton away. Villa beat Burnley. Why the giraffe? Don't worry, I'm gonna show y'all something else another time, and then y'all gonna ask me why. I have some cool paintings. Arsenal need players. What was that? Arsenal need players like Mbappe, Lemmy, if they want to win big. I subscribe and like. Thank you, Arthur. Thank you. Leeds draw Spurs. Manchester United box. Galatasaray. Agree, Jay. Do you trust the process? Hey, I'm still here. Jay's a cool giraffe. Thank you, Jay. Thank you. Katika said Barca. I think that's the only thing I can understand out of all of that. Yeah, I think we can only understand out of all of that. Said Barca. Green brown. Why are you confusing us, man? Manchester United from... Oh, he's telling us that the Manchester United team from 2009 is still the best. Hey. Just like we can say the Invincibles are probably still the best, right? Because we haven't surpassed them yet. So I understand. You know what I mean? I hope Arsenal win champions. Me too. Dan said, bye all of the bad. Enjoy the live. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. I appreciate you passing through and showing the love, man. Appreciate you. Dima said, hi. Dima, big up yourself. Dar15 said, win against Madrid is the last thing Arsenal celebrate in this decade. Huh? Why? Okay. Jay, what do you think of Big Robbie on AFTV on YouTube? Hey, Jay, I know where you're going with that, Jay, but that's politics. I don't even want to get involved in. They're a bigger YouTube channel than we are. You know what I mean? And as I said, as you can see what we do over here, we do unity. You know what I mean? Unity is strength. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, big up Robbie, man. Robbie opened a lot of doors for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Big up Robbie. Jeremy, I became a United fan when RYP jumped. When Robin Van Persie jumped, RVP jumped ship from Arsenal. Oh, so you jump ship with Van Persie. See, that's the reason why I don't support players. I support club. So now what you going to do? You think you can jump back? I bet now you want to jump back. But guess what? The ship is way out in the middle of the ocean sinking, right? Declan Rice free kick versus Real Madrid was the most crazy thing I saw. Yeah, that was devastating. That was crazy. That person with that name that said Arsenal, I forget what your name is. I think you put your name in the chat the other day. Tell me your name again, man. I forget. Said, no, I like Robbie. Yeah, man, Robbie is cool, man. Robbie support a lot of persons. All these persons that has their own YouTube channel now that was was a part of AFTV. The gateway was AFTV. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so. Yeah. Jeremy said I was the biggest Van Persie fan back in the day. Yeah, I used to love Van Persie too, man. But when Van Persie jumped ship, I cut ties. I'm sorry. I cut ties. Right now, if anybody asks me if Van Persie used to play for Arsenal, I'll tell them, nope. I don't know the guy. I don't know the guy. Nope. Can you imagine we sit with somebody who's nursing his injury prone for years and he had one good season? One. And I mean, then he jumped ship. Then he's going to be like, oh, they didn't offer me a new contract. Okay. Okay. Just like Sanchez. You know what I mean? I used to love Sanchez, bro. You know what I mean? When we saw Sanchez to Manchester United, I'm like, Sanchez, who? Up the Villa. Oh, you sound like a villain for real. So Arsenal going to cry tomorrow. Samir Nasri, Gail Clichy was great at City. I ain't going to lie, Samir Nasri was my favorite player at the time at Arsenal. You know what I mean? Yeah, I used to love Samir Nasri. Yep. Yeah. Vinny best striker. Isn't Vinny a midfielder? Isn't he a left winger? Up the Vale. Up the Vale, say Arsenal going to cry tomorrow. We're going to cry tears of joy. You're going to cry tears of joy tomorrow, said Vinny. You know what I mean? Guys, can y'all push that likes to 30? 10% on the chat. If y'all haven't subscribed, can y'all subscribe to the channel and like the channel? Push it up to 30 likes, guys. Y'all have been awesome on this chat, I must say. You know what I mean? Y'all have been awesome on this chat. Yeah, so tomorrow, guys, that's what's going to go down. You know what I mean? I'm going to be back here live on Sunday. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm going to do a live tomorrow. I'm going to drop some videos tomorrow. I'm going to drop a video later on, too. You know what I mean? I have a lot of things to talk about, you know. I just haven't gotten the time. You know what I mean? We need to talk about Odegaard. Odegaard back to his best, you know what I mean? That Martin Odegaard is fantastic. I need to talk about Declan Rice and Declan Rice in that 6th position rather than that 8, you know? I need to talk about Gyökeres. Gyökeres finding the form that I need to write all of these down. Gyökeres finding that, you know what I mean, that little team bondingness in the Arsenal team right now. You know, so there's a lot that we can talk about, that I have to talk about, that I will talk about. You know, but I'll see. After playing in the UEFA or the UEFA Champions League matches, team concede goals in their domestic league with a 95% probability. Do a short analysis and look at the opponent base on that. If you bet on BTTS, you won't lose. Okay. Sinjin says sleep well. I guess Sinjin is going. You know what I mean? Guys, yes, that's for a fact. It's been a very productive and a very lively stream, guys. We thank you so much. You know what I mean? It's a shorter stream than I normally do and all of that, you know what I mean? But you guys have been nothing short of awesome. You know what I mean? Thank you guys so much for all the love that you all support. Thank you for the support. You know what I mean? Thank you guys for the likes. Thank you for the subscriptions. You know? And we will definitely be back here on Sunday to talk about what went down over the weekend. You know what I mean? Hopefully the weekend is as productive as the Champions League week. You know? And we will see you then. You know what I mean? Guys, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? Come over here, guys. No matter where you're from, what team you support, let this channel be a part of your home. You know what I mean? Yeah, we are a family channel and we support, we offer every team can come over here and just be a part of us. You know what I mean? Every team can come over here and express their opinion and join in. You know what I mean? Have a communication, have a conversation, communicate with everybody else. You know what I mean? And share your opinion. You know what I mean? We agree to disagree and all of that. That's what we're about. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's football. And that's what we say. That's what the final say. You know what I mean? So guys, thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for making it Riley's World. You know what I mean? And I will see you guys on Sunday. Peace out.